So we're going to start with Java. So for first with
Okay.
Java, so first we need to
Okay.
know how to download and then install Java and then JDK. Then
Okay.
to write the Java code, we need one tool. That is actually what we will take Eclipse. There are a lot of tools available in the market. We'll be calling it as an
Mm-hmm.
IDE. Lot
Mm-hmm.
of IDs are available. In that Eclipse and then NetBeans are the famous one for writing Java code. Okay, in that
Are
Eclipse
you
is actually,
recording, sir?
yes, I started recording.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so in that actually what now we are going to see first how to download and then install Java. So
Mm-hmm.
for that I need to go to my Google Chrome. So everything what
Mm-hmm.
are things I'm going to say, everything is actually what documented here.
Okay.
Okay, with clear screenshots for you, so you
Sure,
don't need
sir.
to worry about that. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
you first go and then go for Java download. Okay, one more thing before that, you can also verify you have
Mm-hmm.
Java in your system. So type Java space hyphen version.
Mm-hmm.
Open your command prompt, and then when you type it, you can see if Java is installed, what is the version it will give you. In case if
Same with MacBook. I
yes,
have a
correct.
MacBook. Okay.
Yes, same for that also. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so you will get the version. In case if you find that actually Java is not a recognized command, so go
Mm-hmm.
to this Java download and then click on the first URL. Instead of that, you can directly go to JDK download also. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
JDK is what means Java development kit, the entire set. It will consist of Java plus the advanced features also.
Mm-hmm.
Go for JDK download, click on the first URL. Here you can see Java platform JDK. Okay, click on this image. Then if you come down, you can see Java SE development kit. Okay, go for this, not for this demo. Okay, we need the entire kit. Go for this one.
Okay.
Accept
Okay.
license agreement. Then yours is actually
Mm-hmm.
what Mac means you should take
Mac.
this.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, minus 64-bit means I will take this. So just actually
Sure, sir.
what
Mm-hmm.
download it and then double click on it, install next, and then finish the
Mm.
installation. Then
Okay.
after that, open your command prompt newly. Close the old command prompt
Mm-hmm.
and then open newly. Then again, if you type Java space hyphen version, you can see the Java would have been installed properly.
Mm-hmm.
Then next, actually, what once your installation is done, so if you go to your place, actually, when the installation you're doing itself, you will come to know it will show you pop up where I'm going to store the installation software. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
mine it will be showing in the C drive in the program files. Here a Java folder will be created. Same like that, actually, what for you also, it will be showing a location where I'm going to store the installation software. So go to that place. Then go to the Java folder. Here you can see a JDK folder. Go to this.
Mm-hmm.
Then go to the bin folder. Okay. Then copy this location. Right click, copy. Okay, you copied this location. Then after that, go to your My Computer, right click, properties, then advanced system settings. Then go to the advanced tab, environment variables.
I think it will be totally different in Mac.
Yes, for yours actually what the environment variables will be different. You can just browse it and then after that you can get the path.
Sure, sir.
Okay, here click on edit, then go to the end of the line, paste the information, then give a semicolon and finally click on OK. Then again OK and OK. Okay, I already saved it, so that's why I'm clicking on cancel. You have to save the same information here. Okay, then again open the command prompt newly, then again type Java space hyphen version, whether you have set the path properly. So yes, you have set the path. Make sure you're not deleting any of the information under the path, because in case if you have deleted anything from the path, what will happen, some of the other programs, okay, softwares will not work properly. If you see, this path will have everything, so a lot of information which are needed. See, this is my Komodo IDE for that, then same thing I have for my Skype. This is my JDK. This is my JDK I have. Then after that, this is for my Apache and software. Like that, for every software, actually, what it has its own information. This is for my drivers, my zip file, like that. All the softwares actually what will have their specific informations will be stored under this path. Okay, based on that only it will come to know actually what where it is present. Hello, hey Chaitra, you there?
Hello.
Hello, hey Chaitra, you there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I don't know.
Good.
Something went wrong with my. I mean, I'm
Okay.
using my friend's laptop. Something went wrong.
Okay. Suddenly got disconnected. Okay.
Yeah, it got switched off.
Oh, was it? Okay, okay.
Sorry
So
about that.
no worries. Till now, where you were?
You were showing me how to install.
Yeah. So after the installation, so you have to set the path. So to go enter the path, so you have to go to the place where your JDK folder is present.
Okay.
Okay. Once you install the Java, it will be saving a folder called Java. During the installation time, it will be showing where I am going to save the storage files. Okay. Go to the Java folder, JDK. Go to the bin folder. You have to copy the path of this. Then after that, you have to go to the My Computer, right click, Properties, Advanced System Settings, Advanced tab, Environment Variables. Here search for path, edit, then go to the end of the line and paste it. That's it. Clear? Then you have to click on OK and OK and OK. That's the thing. Okay. So I'm clicking on cancel because for me, it's like actually already I have saved it. So that's why I'm clicking on cancel. So I've saved it now. Then after that, again open the command prompt and then type java space -version. Your Java version is coming properly. That means we have set the path properly. Then after that, we have to install the Eclipse. So Java has been installed, Java and JDK. Next, we have to download the Eclipse. Eclipse download. So click on this first one. So here you can just directly go for a version. What you can do
Are you recording? Is it recording?
Yeah, it's recording. It's recording. Okay. So just I can directly go to the one of the place. Okay. Directly I'll give Eclipse. Kepler is one of the version. Kepler version you can just give. Okay. Go to the first URL. So sorry, the second one you can go. That packages will be there. So there you go. Here you can see all the different packages that are available. So Kepler is one of the version. So Kepler is one of the version here. So here you can download the Eclipse IDE for Java EE developers. Then yours is Mac, you have to go for this. Windows means I will go for this 32-bit or 64-bit. Once you download this, you will be finding a zip file like this. Eclipse. Right click, extract it. Once you extract, you will have a folder like this. Go inside the folder. Then you will get actually what? An icon, Eclipse application icon. Okay, double click on that. So that's it. There is no installation, just download and then directly you can use the Eclipse. That's it. Clear? Any questions? So next. So now Eclipse code. So now I'm gonna set actually what a new place where I'm gonna save my files. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. So for that, browse, go to D drive, mobile laptop. Learning first Java, I'll give. So I'm gonna give the workspace. Click on OK. So if I go to the D drive, you can see Murli laptop. Here I have created a folder called first Java. So what does this mean? This is a workspace. So Java, how it works means, actually first we will have a workspace, then we will have a project, then we'll have a package, then we will have one Java or class files. This is how the structure is different. So first I'm creating a workspace. So I'm gonna click on OK here. See, when you click on OK, it's going to create some temporary files here. which will be helpful for me to work on with Java. Okay, we have created a workspace. I don't need this welcome screen. So now next, we have created the workspace. The next one, what I need to create is the project. So to create the project, I need to go to file. So what are the files that has been created? These two temporary files, which will be helpful for my Java code to write. Then I'm going to create a project. Go to file, new, then project. Click on this. So right now it is Java EE, which is the advanced version. So we are going to work on with core Java. Java has been separated into two types. One is core Java, another one is J2W. Okay, Java is the very basic things. Core Java is the basic information. J2W is the advanced version of it. So for our Selenium, core Java is more than enough. So to create a project, go to file, new, project. Then here you select Java project, or under the Java folder you can see Java project. Select that. Click on next. Then here you have to select the environment as Java SE 1.7. Then your project name. So first Java. I'll give understanding Java. I'm going to give understanding Java. Then I'm going to click on finish. Then click on yes. It's going to say the experiment. I'm going to change the Java's perspective. Right now it's Java EE. I'm going to create a new section. Are you okay with that? Yes, I'm okay with that. Then if you see, it's going to create me a new section called Java. This is the place where you're going to write the Java code. So I don't want this unnecessary information. I'm going to close that. So we'll have these two sections. So here we have created the project. So once you create the project, you can see it will have one source folder and then JRE system library. Then here you can see understanding Java. Here it will have source and then bin folder. Two things. Okay. So what is this source folder and then what is this bin folder? That's what we need to learn. So here we are saying only source folder alone. Why? And then we have JRE system library. What is this one? These are all the jar files. What is these jar files means? Which will be helpful for me to work on with the Java code to write. If I want to write Java code and then to execute, I need these jar files for me. Then only I can execute my Java code in this Eclipse here. That's the thing. Usually before we used to write in a notepad, and then after that we used to write it in the, execute through command prompt. What this IDE, Eclipse, NetBeans, like these IDE is going to do is, instead of opening a command prompt and doing the actions, I'm going to do all these steps with this IDE tool itself. When I want to execute, this itself will open a command prompt at the back end, and then it will execute the code. That's the thing. That is what this is going to do for us. Clear? So what is this source folder? What is this bin folder means? Okay. Before understanding this, I want you to show one information how Java will be executed. You can see here how normally a program will be executed, how Java will be executed. We used to write the code and then each and every line will be called as a statements here. Okay, the program what we are writing is called as a high level language. Okay, so which will be called as a high level language. So what we used to do this one. Okay, so we used to write the code, but this code cannot be understandable by the system. So what we need to do means we need to convert the information to zeros and ones. Okay, so what this will do, okay, a translator. So this will be converting the code, okay, the information what I have written to zeros and ones, and then will be given to the CPU for execution. The conversion will be done in two ways. One is compiler type, another one is interpreter type. So what is it compiler and interpreter means? Okay, so for me, totally 10,000 lines of code I have means all the 10,000 lines of code will be entirely converted. Then only my execution will be start. That is what compiler will do. Same thing, line by line conversion will happen and then execution. First line convert, execute. Second line convert, execute. Third line you convert, execute. Like that, line by line conversion when we do, that will be called as an interpreter level of conversion. Okay, that's it. Okay, that is what compiler type conversion, interpreter like conversion. But both the things actually want some advantages and disadvantages. What are the problems? Compiler type, if you see, the startup time to execute the code will be little bit less compared to the little bit actually what it will take more time to execute to start the execution compared to the interpreter, because 10,000 lines need to be first actually what check whether any syntax error is there or not. Then after that only actually execution will start. But interpreter level execution will be started in a very short span of time, because first line converts, executes, second line converts, executes, like that the conversion will go. Okay, so starting time for execution is always faster, but in case if I have any error in the program, in the 750th line if I have an error, after executing 750 lines, then only it will throw me an error. Then again if I have an error in the 1000th line, again now what will happen? It will throw me an error once we come to the 1000 lines. Again I will clear. Again if there is an error after that, means every time after my execution, then only I'm going to find that actually what there is a error or not. That's the biggest challenge in interpreter. But the same thing in compiler, at a single shot before my execution itself, it will show me so how many errors are there in the program. So all the errors actually what we will get to know before the execution itself. Then only we will go for it. That's the advantage of using the compiler. So they got to know actually there is some advantage, there is some disadvantage. So they thought to take the advantage information and use in the Java. So they used both compiler plus interpreter in Java. So how they did means, okay, so we write the program. We write the Java program. Okay, XYZ Java. So always we need to save the files with some extension. Okay, xyz.java. I'm going to save. So now what will happen right now for me? The Java files will be saved with Java extension. This is the place where I used to write the code. So then this code will be given to the compiler. What this compiler will do? It will entirely convert that information. Okay, translate the information to a bytecode. Then it will create me a new file called .class. That's what it's going to do. Okay, so it's going to create me a new .class file for me. Then after that, for me, this will be given to the JVM, because this .class file can be understandable by only by the JVM alone. Apart from that, no one can read the information. That's the advantage here. Okay, only JVM can understand this actually what code. Okay, bytecode. Then after that, again one more conversion will happen. Then that will be given for the CPU for execution. Okay, so what will happen? We write the code that will be saved as a .java file. Then after that, the compiler will actually what convert the translate the information to a bytecode. That is actually what saved with .class file. Then after that is given to a JVM, Java Virtual Machine, for again another type of conversion and execution. Then after that only execution starts. So here this JVM will work as interpreter level, line by line actually what execution, conversion plus execution will happen. So what will happen? Here, the biggest advantage here means actually what? For us, compilers and plus interpreter both that been done. So in what ways actually what it has been helpful means? In olden days, actually what? We used to send the entire code to the place if any customer wants to execute the information. You want to see the application means we have to send them the entire code to them. So what is the problem is actually if it's a genuine customer, no issues. But if someone wants to use my information, that is actually what he tries to hack my code. So for example, I have developed an application called bigbasket.com. Okay, with help of more than 20 to 30 developers, I have totally spent around 3 years for me to develop that application. Now what happened? One person has got my code. Now he will actually what within 6 months of time he can develop another application same like mine. Okay, within 6 months of time. Then again he can put some extra features and then he can go for the market. And then he will become a competitor for you. Those are all the biggest challenges we faced before. Okay, so now the advantage is what means in Java, you save the file .java files, right? There is the place where you write the code. Then that files will not be given for execution. Which files will be given means, so the .java files are given to the compiler. Then after that, actually, what will be given to the, it will be translated to a .class file, which will be read by the JVM alone. So this files is used. .class files are used for execution. We will give only the .class files to the client, okay? Because the client wants to execute, that's it. So we will give him actually what? The .class files alone. Then with that, he will execute and then check whether application is working fine or not. So client will get an opportunity to see my application and then my code also is safer with me. This is the biggest advantage Java provided there. Okay, understood? Any questions till now, Chaitra? You have any?
No, sir, I'm just hearing.
Oh, good. Okay. So that is what here we have source folder and then bin folder. The source folder will consist of the Java file. Bin folder will consist of the class files. Okay. So now I'm going to create. So right now we have created a workspace.
So basically, it is like a duplicate file.
Correct. Yes. A duplicate file of a different format.
Okay.
Which only JVM can open and read the file. Clear, right? No one can open and so the code is so secure with me. Next, actually, we have to create the package. So what is this package means? Just actually what organization of the folder structure. Because when you go to a project, okay, it's like actually you have to organize it in a proper way. If I take Gmail as my application, it has different modules. For example, we have inbox, send items, and then we have drafts, then Google Drive, like the different things are there. Okay, so now I want to work on all those things. So for me right now, what I need to do, I need to check whether things are working fine. So for me, every folder, okay, every module, inbox, and then send items, all those things separate. I will create one package. Package means what? Nothing actually, it's just actually one folder. Okay, that's the thing. So if any issues comes over in the future, I can directly go to the place. Actually, inbox level, there is some problem cases. I will directly go to the inbox folder, and then after that, I will check where my files are present. So organization is so easier for me. And then if I want to write some code more based on that inbox feature, I will directly go to the folder and then I will write it. So there will not be any confusion for me. That's why we will create packages like this. See, right click. First, I'll go to the source folder. See, it's an empty folder. Bin also is an empty folder. Whatever I'm going to do with the source folder, a copy will be created in the bin. I'm going to create a new package. So, for example, I'll create first pack. Always, actually, what package name should start with the small letter. Okay, if I give actually what capital letter, it throws me a warning, not an error. It is not mandatory that I need to create in a small letter, but standard practice is to start with a small letter. That's the thing. I'll click on finish. See, once I click on finish over there, it creates me one folder here under the source folder. Okay. Same thing under the bin folder also, it will create me one section. Whatever I do in the source folder, a copy of that will be present under the bin folder also. Clear? Next, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to create, right click, new class. Now I'm going to create some class fields over there. So what I will do now I will create actually one usage of Java. Okay, I'll give. So class fields always should start with the capital letter. Okay, class fields always should start with the capital letter here. That's how it should. Otherwise, it will throw me a warning. Same thing, it's not mandatory. Okay, it's a standard practice. Then we'll click on this default, click on this main function checkbox, public static void main. Okay, so what is this actually? What this checkbox I'm checking means? Okay, so when I click on this checkbox and click on finish, so this is my program. I'll increase the font size alone. So when I click on this actually what main public static void main checkbox, I will get this actually what extra one function here. If I don't click on the checkbox, I'll be getting only this alone. So what does that mean? Package first pack. First pack is my package name. Then class name is usage of Java. And then open and close the parenthesis. Then here we will have the public static void main checkbox we are checking that for that one function will be created. So what is this function means? It's an executable function. Okay, it's an executable function here. Anything that you write in this main function only will be executed. So I want to print something means I need to type SYSO, then control space. It will give me system.println. Then in double quotes you have to give hello world. Now when you right click run as Java application, you can see I will get a okay, drag and drop here. I'll get a small window here called console. Okay, prints me hello world. That's what. Okay, this is how we need to execute it. Clear? So once again we'll do. So first before that we'll see. If I go to the place first pack, can you see under the source folder there will be first pack a package and then usage of Java. That's my Java file. Right click, edit. Java files actually, but what are the things that we have written here in the Eclipse? Same thing we will get here. Getting? That's what we will get here. That I can edit it. .java files are editable. That I can write it over here. See, right click, edit. Then when I type over here, once again, hello world. Once again, I'll type. Okay, and then I'm gonna save that. Close it here. Okay. Can you see? It comes over here. That means informations are originally written in this place only. This is just an UI for me to represent it in a beautiful way. That's what this Eclipse IDE is going to do. Whatever we do, that is going to write it in the original files only here. Then when I go to the bin folder, you can see first pack folder. In that we have class file. This class file when I try to open, edit, can you see? Which is not in a readable statement. Okay, I cannot open this file. Okay, no one can understandable that. That's the only thing. Okay, that is, it will be converted. Okay, it will be actually what translated to a encrypted form. Encrypted form is it's like actually what you will not understand the way. Okay, that's what no one can understand what is this program has been written here. That's the thing. Okay. So this will be understandable only by the JVM alone. JVM once again it will be converting to zeros and ones, and then it will be passing it. Then your CPU will execute the code. Okay. Right click run as Java application. Any questions so far for you, Chaitra?
No, sir, I'm just trying to follow.
Okay, cool. So now we'll do one small thing. Now you help me to create a project package and then a class file. Okay, I will help you in case if you have any questions, any issues. Okay, just
Same,
try.
go to
So
file,
yes,
new
yes,
project,
yes,
and then project here, Java project under Java.
yes, correct. Next,
Next, project
yes.
name, give some name, some
Okay,
random name.
so I'll give second project. Yes. Then
Java
Java is the
S17.
1.7 or 1.8.
Okay,
Okay, which version you want, you can select it. Make sure
okay,
1.7 or 1.8, not less than that.
okay.
Okay. Yes.
And then
Then,
finish.
yeah. What other things will be there under that?
Source and class, or
Source and then the bin folder.
class bin folder, that is the class.
Yes, correct. Source folder will consist of the Java files. Bin folder will consist of the class files.
Class files.
Okay. Yes. Now, next after the source folder,
We should create a project.
a package.
Package, sorry. Go to a package.
So I'll give
Name.
I'll give some name learning first. I'll give. So why it's throwing me a warning?
Because you have to give small letters.
Correct. Package name should start
Lowercase.
with a small letter.
Lowercase.
Yes. Then click on finish.
Finish.
Then
And then go to file.
no. Right now we have created a workspace, project and package.
Project and package. Now we should create a Java class files.
Yeah.
It is already present in the, whatever is in the source will be present in the bin.
No. Now we have to. Yes, correct. What are the informations we have? That will be there under the bin folder also. Now we'll
Yeah.
create a Java file also, a class file. So
Okay.
how?
Okay.
Right click on the
Uh,
package.
okay.
I'll create
New.
one more package also. New
New.
package. Package I'm
Package.
going to create.
We already created, right?
Just simply I'm trying to create one more package.
Okay.
Learning second again. Now under the learning first, I want the class file to be created. Right click.
Go to new. Go to class
Yeah.
and create a class file. Give some random name.
So print values I'll just give. So here
Okay.
also it should start with a capital letter.
Yeah, lowercase
Uppercase.
letter.
No, it should be uppercase here.
Oh, for a Java class file, it's uppercase, and for a source
Package,
file, it is lowercase. Oh, sorry, package, it is a lower file. I mean lowercase.
lowercase, correct.
Okay.
Then click on this default. Okay,
Default.
in case
Yeah.
if you don't have default, you're selecting public. What are the changes?
Public static void main.
Checkbox, yes.
Yes, but it should be in default only. No, why have you kept in public?
That's what I'm going to show you right now. If it is default, you will not have a public keyword here. Can you see class usage of Java? If I give public, so now what will happen? Public class print values it will come.
It's a give default. I want to see what happens.
Yeah, default I'll give. Okay. Then I'll click on finish.
Finish.
Now what will happen?
Okay.
It will give class
Only
print values. In case if we have selected public, extra one keyword called public will come.
Public will be there. Okay, it depends when you are using private and when you are using public. Probably.
Correct. That's the only thing. So right now I'll go with the keyword default itself.
Okay.
Okay. So then you can see package learning first. So that's my package name.
Okay.
Under that only I have created the Java file. Can you see? Then public static void main checkbox we have clicked on it. So that's why we got this. Okay. So we have created all those things. Then I want to print some values means. So for that, scissor control space.
Yeah, scissor space. Yeah.
Then,
is it the same in Mac also? Control
yes.
space?
Yes. Okay. So double forward slash sy s4. So if you give double forward slash, it's making sure that actually what you don't want to execute that line. It's like commenting that specific line. That's what you're doing.
Okay. Sure.
Then if you press Control plus space button, you will get the system
system out. Yeah.
All over. Clear, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then right click, run as Java
Run as
application.
and Java application. Yeah,
That's it.
we get it in the console.
Good. In case if you forgot to get the main function, you have forgot to click on the main function, that checkbox. Okay. So how to get it is main control space, then enter. Will get you main function. That is main. Then if you press control plus space plus enter button.
Oh, it depends on what we are doing, right?
Correct. Correct. If you forgot to click on the checkbox, here also you can get that main function by
Okay.
typing main. Then if you press control plus place plus enter button, gets you this. Now can you type hello world? For a hello world, can you just get me system.println?
What do you want? So
System.out
SYSO.
SYSO
Control space.
control space.
Hello world. Just type
Correct.
it.
That's it. Awesome. That's it. Clear, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this is how to normally create a project package and then a Java file. Now we'll see
Java
about
file.
data types and then variables.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we'll have a 5 minutes break. I don't want to continue with the full fledged.
Okay.
Then again by what's your time there right now?
Right now it is 10:30, sir.
Night 10:30. Oh, morning 10:30.
Yeah. Night 10:30.
Night 10:30. Okay.
Yeah.
Until what time can I take it for today?
You can take for 1 hour more or half an hour more.
Okay, you tell me actually about when you want to stop. That time you can
Okay.
let me know so that I can stop that time.
Sure, sir. If you
Yeah.
want tomorrow, we can have a session for 3 hours or so, 3 or 4 hours.
Sure. Cool. So actually tomorrow morning also can we have? So not morning. Tomorrow same your night
Yes,
time.
sir, I can have. No, I
Uh,
can have in the morning too. No
um,
issues.
I'm gonna go
I'll
for a
let you know.
no. I'm going for a party right
Uh,
now. Then after saying you will remember.
okay, sir, I understand. I completely understand.
Uh, so it's like actually tomorrow we'll start by 7 a.m. of Indian Standard Time. So right now today we started by
Okay.
8:15. Tomorrow we'll
Eight,
start
yeah.
1 hour before, 1 hour 15 minutes before.
Before. Yeah, yes, sir. Sure, sir.
Okay. So we'll have a 5 minutes break by
You're
9.
taking, yeah,
Why it's like if I go full fledged, you'll be bored. That's it. A 5 minutes
yeah,
break,
you
then I
come
can take.
exactly at 9:05 or 9:03, whatever.
Sure. 9:03 we will again come. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Thank you,
Oh,
sir.
thanks, Chaitra.
ఎందుకు ల్యాప్టాప్ కావాలా? I'm back. Hello? Hello. Tara.
Yes, Chaitra. We'll start now.
Yes, sir.
So now we are going to see about data types. So what is data types?
Okay.
Then variables we are going to see.
Sure. Will I require Word, sir? Because I don't have in my
Uh,
MacBook.
it's like no Word and not needed. The Eclipse is what you have to download and then
Okay,
use
okay.
it. That's the only thing. Nothing Word, document, those things
Oh,
not needed.
okay, okay. Because you have open Paint, right?
And
So
this
I
is
thought
to
like.
make you to understand things. That's the only
Sure,
thing.
sure.
Okay, data types. So what is this data types means? Okay, it's a kind of a container. It's a container which helps you to, which helps the variable to define what values to be stored in it. This is the one which will help the variable to define what values to be stored in it. So what does that means? Okay, so we have different kinds of data types. Okay, so one, we have byte, we have short, integer, long. Okay, so I'll increase the fonts a little bit. Long, then we have float, double, then we have boolean, character, and then string. String alone is not a data type in Java. Okay, it's a class, so that acts as a data type. Okay, string alone that acts as a data type. That's the only thing. So here, this byte, short, integer, and then long. These four information which will help you to store numbers in it. Float and double will help you to store decimals in it. This will help you to store numbers. This will help you to store decimals. This will help you to store true or false. Character will help you to store a single letter long. That's what we'll do. String, any information that comes in double quotes, okay, will be treated as a string. That's what this is going to do. Clear? And it can be a number or anything that comes in a string will be treated as a string only. It comes in a double quotes will be treated as string. Okay, that's the thing. Yeah. So why actually what we need? Okay, byte, short, integer, long, or numbers. Then why we need these many data types to store numbers? So data types is a kind of a range. Okay, so everything is kind of a container tool. So what will happen? So this is byte. This is short. This is integer, long, float, and double. This is the byte, short, integer. This is long. This will be helpful to store float. This will help to store double. These are things. Okay. So byte. Okay, I'm not going to give a original numbers. Okay, I'm going to try to help you to understand the concept. Okay, byte will help you to store values from minus 128 to 127. Same thing, short will help you to store values from minus 300 to 300. Integer will help you to store values from minus 500 to 500. Long, minus 1000 to 1000. Float, minus 1500.002 1500.99. Double minus 2500.00 to 2500.00. This will help you to store these numbers like this. Yeah, this is what will help us to do. So now, if I have a value called 450, this is my value I need to store. So then what are the data types will support for me means? Minus 128 to 127 in this range, 450 is not there. Minus 300 to 300 also is not there. Minus 500 to 500 in this range we have. So in integer I can store this. Then minus 1000 to 1000 in this range also we can store log. Okay, I can store this. This is a number I can store in this byte short integer log. Then if my value is 150. Now, Chaitra, can you help me in which are the data types I can store this?
You can store it in short
Short I can store, correct?
and int.
Int?
No, yeah, int, yeah.
Correct.
And long.
Long, correct. Same thing if my value is actually what? Minus 2020.30. Now can you tell me in which are the data types I can store this?
You can store it in only in double.
Double alone. In case if my value is actually what? Minus 120.30.
You can store it in byte. No, sorry. You can store it only in. You can store it in float as well as double.
Correct. Why we cannot store it in actually what other data types?
Because it's numbers and not decimals.
Correct. Because only decimals can be stored only in this float and double alone. That's
double,
it.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. That's it. This is what actually what data types is about. Clear, right?
Okay. Yes, sir.
Now, what is variables? A variable actually it's just a memory location. A memory location to store values. Before storing, verifies the range from data types. Okay, but before the storing actually helps you to store values in it, but before storing it verifies the range from the data types whether that variable is supported or not. In this we have two things, one is declaration, another one is initialization. What does declaration means? Okay, creating a variable, creating a variable. Initialization means assigning a value to the variable. Assigning a value to the variable. That's it. Clear? Any
Yes,
questions
sir.
for anyone?
No,
Understood,
sir.
right?
I understood. Yeah.
That's the thing. So now for me, how declaration can be done is integer I. This is called as declaration. So what this step will do
You
is
created a variable.
correct.
Mm-hmm.
It will help me to create a memory location. Then the memory location name will be I. This integer will act as a reference to the memory location, says store only integer values. That means store only values in between the range of minus 500 to 500 alone. Okay, that's what declaration will help us to do. Okay, initialization, what it will do means I is equal to 100 when I give you. What will happen? It will search for the memory location I. Yes, this is I memory location. In this, it will store the value 100. But before storing the value 100, it will verify whether actually what this is in between the range of minus 500 to 500. Yes, it is there in the range,
500,
so
yeah.
it will store it. Clear? Declaration initialization can be done in a single step also. Okay, so
But it
here,
is within, we can store it in int also, right?
ah, that's what,
Sorry.
that is any. For example, I can store it in short also.
Short
Okay,
also, yeah.
so the thing is, commonly standard usage is actually what integer is what used for numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing, double is used for decimals.
Okay.
But in case if my value crosses the limit, then I'll go for long,
Okay.
like that. Otherwise, if it is there
Okay.
in between the range of byte and short,
Mm-hmm.
also we'll go with integer itself.
Okay.
Okay, because standard practice of using is integer.
Integer, yeah.
That's our thing. Clear?
Mm-hmm.
So now next. So declaration initialization is done. So reinitialization, we have one more concept. What does that means? If I give I is equal to 200, now
Mm-hmm.
what will happen right now for me? It will search for the memory location I. This is the memory location. Then
I
in this value will be reassigned to 200.
200.
That's what it will do. Clear? This
Okay.
concept is called as reinitialization.
Okay.
Okay. So how it can be used in a class means, so for example, class variables I'll create. Public static void means string arguments. So how a variable will be declared and initialized means, so inside the main function here, if I have integer I is equal to 10, then if I want to use it means scissor, then I should use.
I
Okay,
didn't understand why you have given PSVM.
public static void main.
Mm-hmm.
This one I just gave it in short words.
Yeah, why do you use that?
This is actually, if you have a main function, then only I can execute a program. See, I create a class called
Yeah, yeah,
variables.
yeah. Okay, okay. Got it, sir.
Okay, I'll click on the main function. Remove this. I don't want this. So only if I have a main function, then only I can execute the program. See, now when I right click,
Yeah, yeah,
run
I got
as.
it. Sorry.
Got it right?
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
can have a Java application. Same thing if I don't have a main function.
Mm-hmm.
Now when I right click, run as, can you see? I'm
No,
not
I don't.
getting Java application. I cannot execute this program. See, when I click on this run on server,
Yeah.
nothing will be there. Clear? So
True.
integer I is equal to 10 when I give. If I want to print it, so I should give. Okay. Right click, run as Java application. Gives me the value. If I give it in double quotes, what will happen means this will be treated as a string. It will print I itself. If I want to print the value of a variable, you have to give the variable name alone. It should not be in double quotes.
Okay.
Understood, right?
Yes, sir.
This is about variables. This is how we need to declare and initialize, and then we have to print the values. Now we'll
Okay.
see what are the different types of variables that are available.
Okay.
So types of variable. So there are two types that are available. One is global,
Local.
another one is a
Static.
local variable.
Local. Okay.
Okay, global variables is of two types. One is static,
Mm-hmm.
another one is non-static.
Static.
Okay, so how actually what static variables will be used, non-static variables are used, we will see. Static. static and non-static. So how it can be used, all those things we'll see now. Okay, so right now, this is my class variable. Okay, always a class will have a main function string arguments. Always a class will have a main function, because if you have a main function, then only you can execute the program. Any variable that are declared inside a function will be called as a local variable. Okay, any variables that are defined, sorry, declared inside, that is created, that have been declared inside a main function is called as a local variable for us. Understood?
Okay.
Any variable that have been declared outside the function, okay, those are all called as global variable. So global variable is of two types. One is static, another one is non-static. Okay, static variables will have a keyword called static. Non-static variables will not have any keyword. But any variables that have been declared outside the functions are called as global variables, static and then non-static. Clear? So this is static variable.
Can you repeat static and again?
Yes, I'll do it. This is non-static variable. So any variable that have been declared outside the function, can you see, creating the variable outside the function, that are called as global variables.
Yes, I
Global variables is of
got
two
that.
types. One is static, another one is non-static. Static variables will have a keyword called static. Non-static variables will not have any keyword. But if it is declared outside the function, it is a non-static variable.
Non-static. Okay.
Both will look like local variables and non-static variables. But the place where the variable is created defines whether it's a local or a non-static variable.
Sure.
Clear, right? So how to access it? That is what next. So to access the variables here, if it is a local variable, I can directly give scissor. Then if I give, I can access the local variable. If it is a global variable, if it's a static member, always it should be referred with the help of a class name. Static members always should be referred with the help of class name. Okay, always should be referred with the help of class name. If it is a non-static variable, we need to create an object for it. So how to create an object means, so I will explain that in a detailed manner. As of now, I'll write it. New variable, if I give, this will help me to create an object. Once we create an object, all the global members will be loaded into the object. How? What are the global members right now? These static int A, integer B, and then this public static void main. These three are global members. All three will be loaded to the object. We have created the object, but still now we have not given a name for it. So how to give a name? Variables actually will be referring to the data types. Objects will be referring to the class. So we have to give variable, the class name obj1 equal to new variable. So variable is my class name, obj1 equal to new variable. This is how we have to use. Understood? Then we have to give scissor obj1 dot b. This will print me the object name. Then again, I told you in this object, static members also will be loaded. So that means static members also I can refer with the help of object scissor obj1 dot a. Static members also can be referred directly with the help of the variable name also. Static members alone can be referred in three ways. One, help of a class name. One with help of a class name. Another one with help of a object name, directly with help of a variable name also. Any way we can access. These are three ways I can access the members of the static members. Non-static members only with help of object name alone I can access. This local variables can be accessed with help of variable name alone. But always the best practice to refer the static members or with help of the variable name only. Reference of a class name only. Why? See now, I'm going to create a variable, okay, integer a is equal to 300. In the local variable, I'm going to create a new variable called integer a equal to 300. Now when I give sysO j, what will be the value will be printed? We'll see. Okay, then if I'm going to give sysO variable dot a, what will be the value will be printed? Okay, this is what we are going to see. Understood? Any questions for anyone? Anyone has any questions on this? You understood, Chaitra?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Cool. So now, same thing actually right now, we will do with the help of a memory location concept. Okay. So how it can be done, we'll see. The one small thing alone.
So can we do it tomorrow? I don't know. I'm not able to. I need some time today. I'm not well.
Sure. Cool. No worries. So tomorrow we'll
I can be here. I mean, I can attend for more than 3 hours. No issues.
Sure. No worries. Okay. We'll stop it for today with this. Tomorrow we'll see actually the same thing, how to refer with help of actually.
Because I'll go through all the basics.
Yes.
And
sure.
I'll come so that I will also be perfect.
Sure.
I can refer to C++, right? So it is similar.
Little bit changes will come. Not a big change, a little bit changes will come.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Bye, Chaitra. Tomorrow we'll see. We'll be same time.
Can you send me the recording, please?
Yes, I'm sending today.
Thank you, sir. And send me all the recordings, previous recordings too.
I already sent you. Gave me, if you can.
No. Yes, sir.
Mail.
I'll check it. Sure, sir. I'll check it.
Okay.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Bye, Chaitra. See you.
Bye, sir. Have a good day.
Same to you. Have a good sleep. Bye-bye.